Hello my crafty friends, thank you for stopping by and welcome to Crafter's Story. So I make these flat pens from time to time because they're a nice addition when I'm giving out notebooks that I've made or complete junk journals. Sometimes they act as a bookmark, and it's just a nice surprise when somebody starts paging through their journal that I've made for them, and they come across this and they go, oh, it's a bookmark. Oh wait, no, it's a pen. The thing with these though is that because I can't remove the inkwell, so when this pen is being used up, it's done. Then it is truly just a bookmark, because then I can't, it's no longer a pen, right? And I thought, well, what if I took, instead of taking out the inkwell and putting that between two pieces of paper, what if I left it in the casing and put the whole thing between two pieces of paper, so that when this is finished I can pull it out, replace it, and then this can continue to be a pen. And so I tried one, and I was worried that it would be too thick in comparison to the original, but it's not. It's actually fine. So, and now when this one is finished, I can just take out the inkwell, remove a well from another pen and stick it in there, and it can continue being a pen. So let's make one together and I'll show you what I mean. And it's not difficult. You might think, gosh, it's a bit wide, but it actually, my hand is not super big and it's fine for me. So it does still write pretty easily. Let's see, I'll show you. It writes just fine. There you go, except that there we go. Yeah, so it works just fine. Let's make one together. Okay, I'll put this aside. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go and get yourself some of these just regular pens. I picked up this pack from the dollar store, and we want just one. And we don't need this top, so I'm going to take that off, put that aside. And this is where I piled everything on top of this. This is a great way to use up collage paper, because I do a lot of collaging, and then I don't always, I don't know where to use it, but this I think is a perfect place. So I made this one. There's no real width that you've got to make depending on who you're giving it to. If it's a little hand, of course maybe you want to make it a little narrower. For my hand, I'm going to do a 1.5 inch cut, so I'm going to line this up, and I need two 1.5 inch pieces. So let's get there. Quickly, and then another 1.5 inch. It's already at a half, so let's get like that. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I've got two 1.5 inch pieces, and I'm going to flip one over and get some of, actually, you know what, I should measure this first. I think that's what I did wrong with the other one. So I'm going to put measure how long you need the pen to be. So I want this nib part to stick out just a little bit further past, just a little bit, not where they meet there, but a little back, so that I can get my finger in there, or my fingernail or tweezer or whatever it is, to pull out. It's not behind the paper where it's going to make it difficult to pull out. So just sort of behind the see-through plastic, just there. So let's see, then it means that let's do it this way, it's going to be easier to cut. Okay, I'll do it that way. Just there, and I'm going to cut it loose roughly here. Just roughly. I can always cut a little, I'll make it a bit taller because I can always cut more off, but I can't put back. Okay. Oh dear me. I'm not going to fight with it. I'm just going to cut it with the scissors. There we go. And then we're going to cut this one the same size. I kind of like, yeah, butterfly is great. We'll put it down here by the butterfly. This one, same size, like that. Okie dokie. I was supposed to mow the lawn today, but it rained last night and the grass is too wet. I'm so happy. I don't have to mow the lawn. Okay, so Mother Nature gave me the day off. Alright, so I'm going to put some of my Aleene's Tacky glue. I found that it worked the best. I'm really just going to put it, I'm being a little generous because it has to hold two thickish pieces of paper and a pen. So I'm being a little, probably a little more generous than I might otherwise be with other projects. Let's get this down like that. It looks good. This one on top. And I guess this is slightly the tricky part, is to try and clamp the paper together without moving the pen in the middle. Ah, there it goes. I wonder if it makes more sense. No, I can't cut the one piece bigger than the other piece. It'll stick out. Okay, I'm just going to have to squish it like this in the middle and clamp it, and then do the same on this side. I've got but a little bit of time before the glue dries to get all the maneuvering done. Okay, I think I got it there. And let's clamp it up top here. Oh goodness. There's always a little bit of a tricky part with crafting, and this, for this project, is keeping that thick piece in the middle straight while I try and get the paper to, okay, I think we're getting there, guys. I'm just having to kind of squish my fingers down, get the paper to stick, and then come in with my clamp. It's working. It's working. We're okay. Because I can't stick a sticker on this. You know me. If it doesn't work, stick a sticker on it. But this, it's not going to work here. So there you go. I'm going to stick that down. It's everywhere. So I do have a bit of an overlap here where the bottom is coming, the white of the bottom piece is coming out. I'm just going to trim it off. I'm not going to fight with it. And that'll be just fine. Let's see. Put one up here. I need one more. I'm going to leave this now to dry. And I see that I had to push the pen down a little bit. Okay, this thing looks like Edward Scissorhands right now, but when it's dry, and I think I'm going to put a few more clamps just to make sure that I've got all this paper sticking, then we'll cut the bottom, because you can see it's straight there now. I need to cut it into a point. So I'm going to go away for a little bit and let this dry. Okay, so I gave it about 5 minutes just to sit here, and hopefully it was enough time. So I'm going to get rid of the clamps, at least not all of them. I think I'll leave just the odd one to kind of keep things together. Let's see, maybe I can just move that down like that. And I'll move this up here just to make sure everything still sticks. Now, this part here, I'm going to use my ruler and just, it doesn't have to be exact. It really doesn't. In fact, on this one, I've got a measure, I've got a point. I just want my, where I'm gonna cut off a little triangle, I want them to be somewhat the same. Now, I would normally have gone with my ruler and gone maybe a centimeter up or half an inch up, made a little mark there, then measure about the same here. I'm doing a centimeter, but it could be inches as well, maybe a third of an inch, like that. And here I have a measure that the design of the paper gives me, so I don't have to make a mark there. And then I'm just going to take my scissors, and maybe I need a smaller scissors for this. Go. I keep losing my small scissors. I don't know what I've done. They're gone. And I'm going to cut. Oh, I'm cutting it in a bit of an angle unintentionally, but I don't know. It's fine with me. It looks good. I'll just do the same thing on this side and cut it off. Oh, shut me. Shut me in the eye. All right, there we go. So now you've got this sort of pointy pen look, almost like a fountain pen look over here. And I want to make sure that everything stays down. And up here, there was an overlap. I'm not going to worry about it because once I put in my decorations at the top, you're probably not going to see it. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. On the side here, where it did overlap a bit, I'm just wondering, I suppose I should cut off this excess a little bit, because I think even if I age it with some ink, you're going to see it. So I'll take that white away there. I've got a little bit over here. I'll take that away like that. Much better. Much better. All right, let's get some of our, I'm going to get some ink out. And this is not so much about aging as it is about neatening up the edges so that you don't see any of the white sticking out where the paper joined, like that. Although, if I have to be honest with you guys, and I always want to be honest, I do like the aged look, so I probably would do this anyway. Okay, like that, and then the other side as well. I love that I can use my collage paper like this because it's a pen that I'm going to, I think this is probably for me. I'm going to use this. I'm probably going to just throw it in the kitchen drawer, or, I could put a little magnet on here. Oh, that's an idea. I could put a little magnet on here and stick it on the fridge. And so every time I want to write down a grocery item that I, need to remember to buy, I just thought of something. All right, so let's put this down here. Something that could be helpful. Now, I want to decorate the top here because I don't want to see that. And I thought maybe I could just take a couple of pieces. I have some lace, some anglaise type fabric, a little bit of cotton here. I'm going to lay them out. And, oh, sticky. Oh, okay. Just like that, and find the middle-ish. Just want the middle-ish, the middle somewhere along the line. And I'm going to glue them in here, like so. And then, so I think I'm probably going to have to glue these pieces together first. So let's just do that. Oh, everything's sticky. Like this. And then stick that one down in the middle-ish. And then that one. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to squirt a little bit of glue down there and just squish it. Squish it in. there, like that. Okay. And then as a flower embellishment, I'm going to use one of these tea bag roses that I made, and in, it wasn't so long ago, maybe a week ago, that I made these tea bag roses. And I'm going to take a leaf from a artificial flower, silk flower bouquet that I had. There's already a hole. I'm just going to thread the end of this through here. There we go. I'm going to stick a whole bunch of glue in there into the hole that is next to the pen, and without squishing my little rose too much, see how far down I can get it there. Oh my gosh, that looks so pretty. Oh, love it. It's so good. Looks so good. I mean, I could cut this shorter. I don't think I want to, unless it starts getting in the way. Maybe I will. But for now, I just want to keep that as is. But there is our flat pen, you guys. Super easy, super fun, and super useful. So I think this is just gorgeous. And the idea that I could use my tea bag roses that we made recently is just the cherry on the cake for me. So there you go. I'm going to do a quick little, let's do a little twirl, and you can see what it looks like. It is gorgeous. There's all levels of gorgeousness here. There we go. So let me put this down carefully because it is still a bit wet. And bring out the other examples. Well, example, I only have one. I did put it, I don't know if you guys can see all the glitter, but I put a whole bunch of glitter glue on this one. So this one's maybe a little more fun. This one's a little more vintage. You can play with your papers. You can put whatever you want as an embellishment at the top there. I suppose I could have had some bead dangles on here as well. Okay, well, there it is. Thanks so much for stopping by and visiting with me and crafting with me. I always appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.